through drought and famine.
Hi guys, so today's video is going to be a Q&A, as you can tell from the title. Basically, I have a new background, so you know what that means. I moved again, and I'll be answering that in this Q&A. But I basically posted an Instagram picture, and a lot of you guys submitted questions, so thank you so much for taking the time to do that. And I picked a few of the most commonly asked questions, and I'm going to go ahead and answer it right now, so go ahead and keep watching. First question is from Jel Adida, and she asks, what's it like living out of home? What's been the best thing about it / greatest challenge? Love ya, girly. Love you too. And so I've been moved out for about 2 years now. I mean, the greatest thing about it is just freedom, like just not having to worry about a curfew and making use of my time the way I want to, and not having to worry about doing chores like on a schedule, or you know, making sure that my mom isn't worried about me all the time and things like that, I guess. So I really enjoy having the freedom, and I guess the biggest challenge is the responsibility of it. It is a lot of responsibility financially. I mean, just being an adult is a lot of work, so adulting is a challenge, but I think it's a good challenge, and I really appreciate being like as free as I am, and I don't regret moving out at all. I'm really glad I moved out when I did, which is right after I graduated high school. My lips are so dry, it's like hard to smile. I used like a liquid lipstick and it's like drying out. Next question is from Love Jill, and she asks, why are you moving to a new house again? And Deanna Holy asked, are you actually moving again? So I got a ton of questions about moving, and I understand I move a lot. So basically, if you guys know me, I've lived in downtown Seattle about 2 years ago. I lived in 2 separate apartments, and then I actually bought a house about 9 months ago, and I still own the house. It's still mine. I haven't sold it. It's perfectly fine. I'm in a comfortable part of my life where having a house, what the heck, is a thing, yeah. But I decided that my age also isn't ideally the time in my life where I want to be living in the suburbs with a huge house all by myself. I definitely want to experience having roommates. I want to live back in the city. I really missed it. So I decided that I wanted to go ahead and rent out that house, which is really cool because what that means is I get to make profit off of it. So the people that rent out the house will be paying basically the amount I pay in mortgage and then some. So that's a really cool way to invest your money if you're able to, is to buy real estate and rent it out for more than what you pay for each month, and that way they kind of pay your bills and you make some extra money. So yeah, I'm really excited that I got to do that, and now I am living in this house, which I will be, I filmed an empty house tour for you guys, so be sure to be on the lookout for that. I'll be uploading that very soon. But I will be living with 2 of my close girlfriends, so it's going to be super fun, and I just can't wait to do more things as far as decorating and just being back in the city. I'll be filming in a lot of different more places and kind of showing you guys around the city, because I know a lot of you wonder what it's like to live in Seattle, and it's such a beautiful city, so I'm really glad that I can share that with you guys again, so yay! Next question is from Lonely Hipster, and she asks, how did you and your boyfriend meet? So I was a little hesitant to publicize that I was in a relationship just because I don't know, I just don't like putting too much of my personal life out there, I guess. But then again, you guys are like my family to me, and you guys like love and support so many things I do, and I feel like this is a big part of my life, and that is being in a relationship with someone. So it was definitely on the down low at first, but yes, I do have a boyfriend, and if you follow me on Instagram, I think you already know that. And we actually met A couple years ago, I don't remember this, he told me that he had met me at the fair, but I don't remember that, so I kind of don't count it because we never talked after we met apparently at the fair. But we met at a party. It was at a UW football party, and basically he had told me he met me before, and we ended up talking and hit it off right away, and I'm sure you'll be seeing much more of him. And yeah. Next question is from Typic Litif, and she asks, can you tell us about your YouTube experience, like why you started, what encouraged you? If people who aspire to be a YouTuber, what advice would you give? You're pretty successful and I really do admire you and enjoy watching your videos. Hopefully you see this. Well, thank you so very much for those kind words. So first part of that is why I started, and honestly I've answered this before and it's a pretty commonly asked question, so I'll answer this because I feel like a lot of people are interested in doing YouTube, but they don't really know how to start, or you know, all that stuff. And honestly, all has to do with just action. And for me, I had Instagram and like Tumblr and stuff at the time, and people were like, oh, you should make videos on how you do your hair, like want to know how you did that makeup look. And so it was kind of people suggesting that I make videos. It was never like, oh, I want to make YouTube videos. I didn't think I was the right like personality for YouTube because I'm not super outgoing, I'm not super funny or anything like that. But I really enjoy doing like fashion and makeup and styling, like just overall everything I do now on my channel. I love doing it. So I just posted one hair video, and it was my heatless wavy hair tutorial, and I left it for a couple months, didn't really pay much attention to it because I was like, you know, whatever about it. I wasn't scared to post a video because I didn't really expect anyone to watch it. But it did decent, so I continued to make more videos. That was kind of the initial push. It was just putting myself out there, not really caring what people thought of it necessarily, because I like the idea of it after I started realizing, you know, it's actually a fun thing to do. And if people aspire to be a YouTuber, what advice would you give? Like I said, just do it. Like, you can't really get too caught up in, okay, well, I can't do it because I need a better camera or this and that. Like, literally, I filmed some of my first videos on my iPhone, and that was like back in 2013 when iPhones were not nearly as good quality as they are now. So if you have an iPhone, you can literally use your phone for your first videos if you want. And I guess a lot of people might think, oh, there's too many people now that want to do YouTube, which is kind of true. Like, back when I started, there wasn't as many people, but it has, you know, someone has to make it. People make it, and the first step is putting yourself out there. Like, there's no way of knowing if you can make it, you know, if that's what you really want to do it for, because a lot of people might be concerned in the numbers. But if it's what you enjoy doing, it doesn't really matter either way, whether you do get a lot of views or not. If you enjoy doing it, then go for it. Like, what's stopping you, you know? There's no way of knowing unless you try, and that's a lot of things in life. Next question is from Miguel S, and she asks, how old are you? I am 20. Next question is from Winnie Who 50528, and she asks, what is it like to live in Seattle? Seattle is known for raining a lot, and it's true, it rains a lot, especially this past year. It rains probably about 85% of the time. Not necessarily like a downpour, it could be like a sprinkle, but overcast, clouds, no sun. Throughout the middle of fall to the end of spring, essentially. Like, it just started getting sunny about 2 weeks ago, but summers here are honestly the best. I used to hate Seattle because of the weather, which at times I do because it does get to you. But when it's nice out, it's very, very nice. It's not humid, it's not too hot, it's not too cold, and everything's very crisp and clean because it rains so much, and everything's so green and lush. And the city, I feel like, has a very down-to-earth feel. People aren't very they don't walk around with a stick up their butt. I feel like a lot of places I've traveled to, the attitude of people is very different, and I come from a very grounded, down-to-earth place, so that's why I really like living here, because everything's just very casual, slow paced, and it's very beautiful, and I'm definitely hyping it up because I've lived here all my life. Yeah, so if you haven't checked out Seattle, be sure to, because it's a really nice place. Alright, so those are basically all the questions. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you to everyone that submitted questions. I'm sorry that I couldn't include all of them. And sorry I've been a little MIA on YouTube. The whole moving thing kind of makes it hard to upload videos, which I'm really sorry about, but I will definitely be back on my game. I need to upload more lookbooks and beauty videos, which I haven't done in a while, so I will be sure to upload more of those after my house tour will be up. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you want to see other videos. If you have suggestions of anything, let me know, because I do read them. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Bye.
My baby is big.